Well, my name is Michaela Glosson, and I'm in a category called Dramatic Interpretation, and it's a piece of a script that's taken from a play, and it's performed. They last about 6 to 8 minutes, and they're usually depressing or extremely creepy. So, yeah. Fitzgerald Zelda, schizophrenic. Very slight progress. Patient rebels against authority, yet has been unable to function without institutional supervision for much of the past 10 years. Do not stir up the patient. Relieve her of having to make decisions which aggravates her disorder. Avoid confrontation, which is inadvisable at her stage of schizophrenia. Zelda Fitzgerald was a muse in the Jazz Age, being the soul of things modern, as well as being known for her husband, novelist F. Scott Fitzgerald. When Zelda is caught in the grasps of schizophrenia, her husband leaves her in Highland Hospital, an asylum in Asheville, North Carolina. On March 10, 1948, a fire broke out in the kitchen and spread through the dumbwaiter shaft and the fire escapes, which were made of wood. Zelda met her tragic end while being locked in a room awaiting electroshock therapy. Despite all of this, she is still being remembered today as The Last Flapper by William Luce. Can you tell me why in the hell I should spend the rest of my life in this place? I am sick to death of the repressive atmosphere of sanitariums. It seems as though I've been tidying up my room for years and not making noise in the halls. I just want to get as far away from Asheville, North Carolina as I can. Mama's always wanted me home with her, but Scott prefers dropping me in places like this. And I can't dance. They won't let me. No dancing, Mrs. Fitzgerald. Now you want to talk about therapy? That could really help me. But Dr. Carroll says that's part of my problem. He and his goddamn feudal formulas. Just because my husband wouldn't blab to him about Paris and how I made myself sick going to ballet class 8 hours a day. What Scott couldn't realize was dancing was my refuge from the chaos in our lives. Scott's refuge. Scott's refuge was the bottom. Do you know what they called him? F. Scotch Fitzgerald. You know something else? Nobody's ever sent me a get well card. Isn't that rotten? No, sir, you've gone insane, Zelda. Even that would do. But not a word. Oh, I'll probably never dance again. My muscles are getting so flabby by the time I get out of here. If I ever do. My legs will look just like Elsa Maxwell's. Though, during my last visit to Mama's, I did start taking lessons again. But I got in a quarrel with a teacher, Priscilla Billie G. Lilligard. I told Prissy that she was a cow, and she said she couldn't be a cow if she tried. And I said, a cow does not have to try to be a cow. It just is one. Oh, don't try to fool me, Doctor. Life is slowly receding and it's leaving me stranded. I wonder why I'm not what I thought I was. No, I do not want to talk about my husband. Anyway, he's dead. He died 8 years ago, a heart attack in Hollywood. Oh, Scott was the keynote and prophet of his generation, the Jazz Age. And I'm so fed up with these wistful, tragic silhouettes of Scott and Zelda. People want to bank on gods? Well, that's too bad. He came home last night and he smashed me in the nose. He broke down the bathroom door and he punched me in the nose. Dr. Carroll, do you know where I'd like to be right now? With Scott of the Big Dipper. Yahoo! You know where else I'd like to be? You guess. I wish I were back in Alabama this summer. The deep alfalfa fields and the low leaden moons and the frogs and the bulrushes. That leap of content and depth of poetry that hangs over the South in the summer. Mama. Oh, look at here, Mama. It's an engagement ring. It's from Scott and it fits. Mrs. Frances Scott Fitzgerald just sings to me. Oh, wait till I wear it Saturday night to the country club. Dance. Mama. 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 Mrs. Fitzgerald. That's all I ever was. I never had an identity without Mr. Fitzgerald. Frances Scott Fitzgerald and me, Zelda, Miss Alabama. Nobody. Oh, I loved him. I loved Scott. Without him, everything was pale and pathetic. I trailed in the wake of his thoughts. I drowned in his image. Did you hear that? Oh, I used to hear voices only once in a while, but now I hear them all the time, out of the walls, up the drain pipes. Oh, I know they're inside me. Don't you think I know that? But I had this dream. I was asleep on the top floor of an insane asylum. In my dream, I mean. It was a bright, garish room filled with smoke, and Scott was above me on the roof calling to me, Zelda. And I woke up. In my dream, I mean. Scott, I'm down here! And I run. I run into the hallway. All the guards have left, and the patients are outside my door, grinning at me and beckoning me. They're so grotesque, it frightens me. I pull away. I run back into my room, and I hear Scott calling, Zelda, don't be insane! Scott, come and get me, please! Come and get me! Oh, I know. Relax and count backwards, all right. What comes after 55? Oh, I know, been after, I mean before. 4, that's it, 54, 53, 52, 51. Oh, there's gotta be a streak of sanity in me somewhere. 50. Why do we always have to count backwards? Oh, I'm really rather angry that people won't let me just be insane. 49. 48.